In this video, I'll share 3 powerful reasons you may be at risk for heart disease without even realizing it, and trust me, the last one will shock you. But before we get into that, let me ask you something deeply personal. Have you ever woken up in the morning, sat on the edge of the bed, and just felt tired? Not sleepy tired, but tired deep in your bones. Maybe you feel a little dizzy when you stand up too quickly. Or your chest feels tight, not painful exactly, but heavy. Maybe your breath catches just walking to the mailbox. And you brush it off because it's probably just age, right? What if I told you it's not just age? What if your body has been whispering for help, and you've just been too busy, too proud, or maybe too scared to listen? I know how easy it is to ignore those little signs. Life keeps moving, and we're told to just keep going. But listen, my friend, I want you to pause for just a few minutes, because what I'm going to share could change everything. Not just how you feel today, but how many more healthy years you get with your grandkids, with your partner, with yourself. This isn't about fear. This is about power. And by the end of this video, you're going to have it. Let's dive in, heart to heart. Reason number 1. Heart disease doesn't start with pain. It starts with silence. Most people think they'll know if something's wrong with their heart. We imagine that dramatic moment, clutching your chest, gasping for breath, collapsing in pain. But here's the truth, heart disease is a quiet thief. It creeps in slowly, gently, and it often gives no warning until it's already done serious damage. Did you know that nearly half of Americans aged 60 and older have some form of heart disease, and many of them don't even know it? It starts with small things. You might feel a little more tired than usual. You might find yourself avoiding stairs or skipping walks because you just don't feel up for it. You might get winded doing things that used to be easy, and because these symptoms are subtle, because they don't scream, most people shrug them off. They blame their age, or the weather, or stress, but these little changes are your body's whispers. It's trying to tell you that something's off, and ignoring those whispers can cost you years. You see, the human heart is a miracle. It beats over 100,000 times a day, pumping life through every corner of your body. But when it's under stress, from high blood pressure, clogged arteries, or years of unhealthy habits, it suffers quietly. Until one day, it can't whisper anymore. It screams. And sometimes, that scream is too late. So the first reason heart disease is so dangerous, because it hides. It wears a mask, and that's exactly why we have to unmask it, starting today. Reason number 2, everyday habits are either hurting your heart, or healing it. Let's talk about something that might hit close to home, your daily routine. What did you eat today? How much water did you drink? Did you move your body at all, even just around the house? Now, before you start feeling guilty, hear me out. I'm not here to lecture. I'm not a doctor in a white coat barking orders. I'm someone who cares. I've seen too many good people suffer simply because they weren't told the truth in a way they could actually understand. Here's the thing. Heart disease doesn't usually come from one big mistake. It's not just because you had a burger last week or forgot to exercise yesterday. It's the little things we do every day, the things that become habits, that slowly shape our heart health, like salt. Did you know the average American eats over 3,400 milligrams of sodium a day? That's more than double what's recommended for people over 60. And high sodium raises your blood pressure, which makes your heart work harder, day in and day out, until it gets tired, really tired. Or take sitting. Most seniors spend more than 9 hours a day sitting, and sitting too much is like putting your heart in slow motion. Your circulation slows. Your metabolism drops. And your risk of clots, heart attacks, and even strokes goes way up. But here's the good news, and this part really matters. You don't have to become a gym rat or eat kale for every meal to protect your heart. You just need to start making small, loving choices, consistently. Like walking 10 minutes after dinner. Drinking 1 more glass of water, swapping out the salt shaker for herbs, stretching during TV commercials. Choosing an apple over chips. Even just once a day. Each of these choices tells your heart, I'm listening. I'm trying. I care. And your heart listens back. The second reason people unknowingly risk heart disease, because they don't realize how powerful or harmful their daily routine can be. But once you see it, you can change it. And that's the beginning of healing. Now, are you ready for the third reason, the one that most people never talk about? Because this one will shock you. But let's pause here. Because that's a whole conversation on its own. Point 1 that goes deeper into something that's not just about your body but your mind, and even your heart in the emotional sense.